Pittsburgh Panthers are at odds of 200 to 1 to win the College Football National Championship. The team is at odds of 15 to 1 to win the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship. Last season saw the Panthers go 8-5 straight up while going 6-2 in the ACC. The team went 6-7 against the spread and 6-1 on the over-under. The Pittsburgh Panthers had a successful season a year ago under first-year head coach Pat Narduzzi, as they went 8-5, but more impressively, they went 6-2 in conference play. The Panthers begin the 2016 season with a lot of optimism as running back James Conner is returning after undergoing Hodgkin's lymphoma treatments. Getting Conner back on the field will be a huge upgrade to the offense, but Pittsburgh still needs to find a top receiver as Tyler Boyd, who caught nearly half of the passes for Pittsburgh last season, is now gone. The Panthers have a lot of talent on the defensive side of the ball, including Jordan Whitehead, who was the ACC Rookie of the Year last season. There is a lot to like about Pittsburgh, as they have a good offensive line, hope for a renewed running game with Conner, a solid defense, and a coach who has provided stability for the Panthers. It is not a stretch to see the Panthers improving on their 8-5 record from last season and being a factor in the ACC race. The biggest key to the Pittsburgh offense in 2016 is the return of 2014 ACC Player of the Year James Conner. He is coming back from MCL surgery and off-season chemotherapy treatments for Hodgkin's lymphoma, so there are no guarantees, but head coach Pat Narduzzi is confident that Conner will be ready. Conner or Quadri Olison will be running behind a good offensive line, led by guard Dorian Johnson and All-American candidate Adam Bisnoati. The line also has redshirt freshman Brian O'Neill at tackle and sophomore Alex Officer at guard. The offense also has senior quarterback Nathan Peterman, who was second in the ACC in completion percentage at 61.5%, and third in touchdown passes at 20. The problem for Peterman is that he doesn't have any great receivers with Boyd gone. The team will have to go with Dantes Ford, Jester Wee, and tight end Scott Orndorff, and hope that one of them steps up to be a reliable option this season. The Panthers are going to be very good on defense, with most of their top players returning. Senior defensive end Ewan Price had 11.5 sacks last season, which was 10th in the country. The Panthers are hoping that Tyreek Jarrett, Jeremiah Taleni, Connor Dintino, and Justin Moody can give them some help this season. The team also moved Shakir Soto to tackle, and he looked good in the spring. Jordan Whitehead led the Panthers with 109 total tackles, and he leads a talented secondary. Whitehead had the most tackles by a true freshman in school history. He is joined in the defensive backfield by Avante Maddox, Teresh Webb, and Reggie Mitchell. Matt Galambos, who had 5 sacks last season, and Mike Caprara lead the linebackers. The Pittsburgh Panthers turned the corner last year under Coach Narduzzi, as they had their most wins in 5 years. There is no reason to think that Pittsburgh won't be even better in 2016. The problem for the Panthers is a schedule that has them playing Penn State, Oklahoma State, and North Carolina early on in the season. They also have tough road games at Miami and Clemson late in the season. The good news is that they play in the Coastal Division, which is winnable. The 2 key games will likely be on the road at North Carolina and at Miami. If they can win one or both of those games, the Panthers should have a chance to win the Coastal Division and finish with at least 9 wins in 2016.